Hello Flosstube, my name is Charlotte and welcome to my channel. If you are returning, then thank you for coming back and watching me ramble. If you are new to my channel, to my videos, then welcome and I hope you don't mind my ramblings. It's been about 2 months since I did my last, 2.5 months actually, since I did my last video. It's been absolutely hectic. I wanted to do one a couple of weeks ago, but I got a cold, just came down with quite a bad cold, so had to postpone it until now. So it may be a long one. I'm hoping not, but I can't guarantee it, so now would be the time to go get a drink. If you watched my last video, you will have noticed that I'm in the same place, that I'm not in my normal spot, because I am dog sitting again round the parents, which is where I was at the end of August, which is when I did my last video. I have gone home since then, but come back. So they're asleep at the moment out in their beds, so they shouldn't disturb us. I think Lexi's actually got a pair of my socks, which she knows she shouldn't have. So obviously it has been 2 and a bit months since my last video, and there is gonna be a lot, mostly because, and I blame Kim from KLT Charting and Michelle from Jodery Designs for this, because the second round of the head-to-head, the Team KLT versus Team Jodery, happened in October, so I'll go into that later on. But first we'll do a bit of a life update, shall we? Work has been manic as always, and now it's getting closer to Christmas and the January rush for tax returns, so I am predicting a lot of work in the next couple of months, so not a lot of stitching time. I'm gonna try and make some time to stitch, just trying to figure out when. Me and my work colleague Gemma went to Brighton shopping, and that only means one thing: shoes. Brand new, pretty, irregular choice shoes. And that is the reason I'm not going to be able to buy any stitching stuff for the next year or 2. Sorry, Kim. Which, I don't know if you've noticed, but there is a couple of pairs of shoes which I will show you at the end of the video if you're interested, but they're what I've brought, 2 of the 3 pairs. I went with a budget. I was only going to buy 1 pair with a budget. Didn't stick to budget. No. Anyway, so shoes at the end of the video. Did have a lovely day in Brighton. I do love Brighton. It's only the 2nd time I've ever been. And we did bump into one of my best friends, Nat, who I see practically weekly down there, because we ended up going the same day, which was quite nice, just bumping into her. We just chatted on the street. We didn't do anything. Wanted to, but we didn't have time. What else has happened? Bingo, obviously still going to bingo. I did have to miss one session because of the cold that I had. I have won. I won once. I think that was middle of last month, middle of October. I won 40 quid, spent 20, won 40, so I was up 20 quid. Which, yay. Still doing slimming. Slowed down a bit because, mostly because I got poorly. And the cold started off with a really bad sore throat, and I had this sore throat for about 4 or 5 days, and I couldn't eat properly. So, mostly living off of orange juice and strepsils for about 3 or 4 days, which is never good. So, but I did lose, it's not brilliant, but I did lose 4.5 pounds in a month. So, just got to get back into it, because I did quite well with that month. Just get motivated, get back on it, because I want to get my Stone Award by Christmas. Stone Award by Christmas, which is doable. It is so doable. I just got to get back on it. Sorry. Had Stitchy meetup. Loved the Stitchy meetups. There was supposed to be one 2 weeks ago, but again, poorly. So it got postponed a week, and then it ended up that other people were poorly. So we ended up, it was 3 of us. Kim, Nat and I ended up in Kim's cabin for the evening, which was really exciting. It was really nice, just the 3 of us. We did miss everybody else. But it was nice to see Kim's cabin. I've seen it in her live videos and pictures that she's taken, but it was really nice to actually get in there and go, I've been in Kim's cabin. She did make fun of me though, because I got a sore throat. I'd lost my voice. I lost my voice for about almost 2 weeks. I've only got it back the last couple of days, properly. Yeah, she kept calling me Dr. Hibbert from The Simpsons. Because yeah. It's not funny, it was quite funny. She wasn't the only one calling me it. I had everybody at work calling me Dr. Hibbert as well. I personally didn't think that I did sound like him, but apparently I did. Then we had another meetup last night, and that was a full house. Everybody was there. It was so nice. We had such a laugh. It is nice when we're all there. It is all nice. Yeah. We have such a laugh, and we cheer everybody up. So, I know I say it all the time, but if you do have a chance to go to a meetup or a retreat, I really would recommend it, because it's just such a laugh. You have such a good time. You meet wonderful people that you know that you're just going to be friends forever. you make friends for life. So, ramblings done on my life update. It's been 10 minutes, I do apologise. So what we will do is we'll get straight on to the stitching. I have mentioned, oh, my hair is just not, what is that? What is that? Pin it back. I need a haircut, it's getting too long. It's getting too long. I mean, what's that? That's, what, nipple length? Nipple length hair. Ugh. Yeah. Needs a haircut, desperately. Anyway. Let's get on to stitching. Mentioned before, the head-to-head was in October, the whole month of October, and there was a lot of new starts in this head-to-head. No, that's a lie. There was 2 new starts officially rotated down. But each challenge each day, there was a potential for bonus points. So let me see if I've still got it. Do I still have? No, I don't think so. No. There was a calendar of all the different dates, what challenges were for each date, and I think, yeah, there was only 2 rotated down new starts. The rest of them were like, there was a 200 stitches on a bird chart, and the bonus, I think, was you get bonus points if it's a KLT or Droidry chart. Well, I did have the chicken sow, but I didn't work on the chicken sow. I'm not entirely sure why, because that would have worked on the challenge. But I had a new start with that one. Day 1 was new start. Any new start, any chart you wanted from any designer, but there was a bonus if it was a Circus Stitches design. Well, that meant I had to go out and buy a Circus Stitches chart for said new start to get the bonus points. Because this month, Team KLT was definitely going to win. We were going to make sure of that. We lost the first round, but we were definitely going to win the second. So, new start, Circus Stitches chart. I chose, it is called To Rule Them All. I don't have a picture. I can get a picture of it. So yeah, it's called To Rule Them All, and it's from Circus Stitches. And you can probably guess from it that it's a Lord of the Rings based chart. Now, this probably isn't going to show up very well. That's what it will look like once it's done. So it says 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them, with the elvish ring round it. So that's the chart that I brought. I started it on the 1st of October, and this is how far I got. There's a crease in the middle. So at the moment I've got ring, ing, them, the, da, the. So not very far at all. This is 25 count Lugana in slate. I got from so and so, that was just in my stash. I think I got this last year at some point. I think this was the backup for the Skyrim chart that I did for Daryl. So yeah, you can't tell, but that is actually étoile thread. And I figured out, thanks to Kim, how to pronounce that, but we've decided that that is obviously the official name, but étoile in French means star, so I now call it the French star thread, because, you know, that's much easier to say than étoile. I love étoile, the French star thread. You can't tell. There we go, a little bit of sparkle. I love this thread, absolutely love working with this. It is being stitched 1/1. It's not too bad, the coverage isn't too bad on it, but this is the first time doing 1/1 and first time using 25 count, so it is an experience, and I have found that the thread is breaking a lot, because I normally use quite long, have it quite long, but where it was quite long it was breaking halfway through, so I'm having to do shorter lengths. I wasn't the only one to start this. On the first, Claire, the Seaside Stitcher, she also started that. I think she's actually finished it, and it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. She did it on black Ada with, I think, a very similar colour thread, but not the French star style, just the normal DMC, and it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm hoping to work on that, but I know it's not going to get done for a long time, and I sort of got to hide it, pretend that I didn't start it. So that was day 1. I had it here, I'm sure I had it here like a minute ago. the thing with it in. Oh, I don't know. Just don't know. So that was day 1. I can't remember all the days, but I will show you what I did for, if I remember. So, obviously mentioned bird day. There was stitch 200 stitches on a bird chart, and so Kim made the team KLT a mascot, a Presley mascot, because in the first head-to-head we had the Ollie mascot, the team KLT Ollie, which I did and I finished, and that'll be in a previous video if you want to go see that. This time we decided that we wanted a Presley, which is a rather one-of-a-kind sort of design that she has in multiple different things. So where is Presley? There he is. Team KLT Presley. Unfortunately my printer was running out of ink, so you can't really see. So that is my Team KLT Presley, and that is how far I got with him. So we all started him on bird day, and that's why I didn't work on the chicken sow, because we were all starting Presley. So there's dates everywhere on pieces of paper, just notes everywhere. So this is Team Presley. He is stitched on, sorry, my notes on an envelope. He was not written down. Of course not. I think he's just stitched on an 18 or 16 count Ada, just plain white. So nothing too bad with him. So that was bird day. I think I did work on him in another couple of days, but I can't remember what days they were. So then we had a weekend challenge, I believe. We had a weekend challenge, and the first weekend challenge was, as a team, we had to stitch 10,000 stitches. I worked on Maleficent, I believe, because I don't think there was a bonus for this one. It was just any chart, any design, just 10,000 stitches between you. So I think I managed 1,000, maybe a little bit more, 1.5. I can't remember, but we smashed it. Both teams smashed it. I think we both managed to do about 20,000 stitches per team, so we smashed that. I'm not showing you Maleficent at the moment, but I will show you her in a bit, because we're going through new starts at the moment. If you hadn't guessed, these are new stocks. I had so many. And again, yeah, I've said I blame Kim and Michelle. It was the bonuses on the days, so. My next new start was on Cat Day. You had to do 200 stitches on a cat chart. Bonus was either it had to be a KLT or Jodrey chart, or it was a hand-dyed fabric by either KLT or Jodrey. I can't remember which bonus it was, but it was one or the other. So I started, which one did I start? Tribal Lion by KLT, it says it right there. KLT Charting, I tried that one. I did double check beforehand that a lion would count as a cat because it's a big cat, and yes it does. And I managed to do a leg. I got a leg. So that is the front leg. And I got this adorable little needle minder. A little cat needle minder from Kim at KLT. That was I'm saying it's a gift, it was a gift from my good friend Nat, which I talk about a lot on these videos because she is one of my best friends. She had a bit of a hard time. I'm obviously not going to discuss it because it's not my place to. She had a bit of a hard time and she got me, I was there for her, and as a thank you she got me a gift voucher for KLT Charting. Where else would you get one for? And I got a couple of needle minders. I got one for me, one for her, a chart, and some fabric, which I don't have with me. But yeah, I got this adorable little needle minder, little cat needle minder. He's so cute. To go on my Tribal Lion. This is 16 count Ada Dragon's Egg by KLT Charting, and it's one of my favourite fabrics from her. The colours are quite genuine there. So, that was my new start for Cat Day. It's all just behind me. There was loads of different challenges and I can't remember them all. I've slept since then. I'm trying to remember the main ones. I know there was another Circus Stitches challenge, which I think I used to rule them all on. Then we had the second weekend challenge. I think was just a stitch your butt off. You could get points up to 1,000 stitches. And I can't remember what I used for that at all. I know it would have been one that I got decent progress on. So I'm wondering if it was Maleficent again. Might have been Maleficent. Then we had Blue Day, stitch 200, I think it was 200 or 100 stitches on a chart with blue in it. You had to stitch the blue thread in it. Oh, and the bonus was if it was a Circus Stitches design. So I picked, obviously to rule them all didn't fit that because I'm using the goldish looking thread and it's on slate, so I got another one. I got Shut Up and Stitch, bitch. Oh, it's not stuck. Yeah, it is. And look, you can see I've written notes. 18 count Ada. So I think it must have only been like 50 or 100 stitches because all I have managed to do on this is shut up and the blue. So that's as far as I got with that. It shouldn't take me too long to finish. It's quite a small chart and it's stitching out really quick, so I could probably get that out in a day. So yeah, 18 count white Ada, that's stitched on. So that's what, 1, 2, 3 new starts so far. No, 4. That's 4. Can't count. You call yourself an accountant. 4 new starts so far. Then there was third weekend challenge. No, before that we had a day where the opposite team chose the challenge, so chose a challenge for the opposite team. So we were deciding a challenge for Team Jodri and Team Jodri was deciding on a challenge for us, and then there's a couple of stipulations that you had to go for. One of them was you couldn't make it a new start, so you couldn't specify like 200 stitches on a new start that's a bird or something like that. You couldn't do that. You couldn't make them buy something, so you couldn't stipulate that you had to do 200 stitches on a KLT chart that you brought today or something like that. And there was a third one which I can't remember what it was. So Team KLT, we chose a 200 stitches on a penguin chart and a bonus if it was on hand-dyed fabric from either KLT or Jodri. Which didn't seem that nasty because, you know, we weren't too bad. Then Team Jodri chose our challenge and they were a little bit mean. They decided on a 200 stitches and a minimum of 50% of those had to be backstitched. So backstitch only counts as half, so you had to do 400 backstitch or blackwork stitches on a flower chart, floral chart. So we did that. The bonus was was on sparkly fabric. So there was a little bit of drama. I'm not going to go into it. But we just got on with it. Team KLT just got on with it. I chose a jewellery chart called Blackwork Tulip. It was a freebie. I don't know if it still is. It probably is a freebie in her group, and I did it on some hand dyed sparkly Ada Pompey tides from KLT. Now, this one I'm quite proud of, because although I didn't finish it that day, I have finished it, and I have FFO'd it. So it's tiny, it's absolutely tiny, it's barely even 6 by 6 inches. But I have finished it. I didn't finish the night, I think I finished it like a couple of days later. I have finished it and I framed it, and I'm quite happy with it. And it was one, I'm not a huge blackwork fan, but it did stitch out really quick and it has come out really, really nice. So I have just like framed it, and ooh, here, oh, that's a horrible glare. There we go. So that is Blackwork Tulip on, can you tell it's sparkly? That's nicer. There we go, sparkly Ada, just 14 count. It's part of the mini club, KLT's mini stash club, that you get once a month, and in that you get a piece of 6 by 6 inch fabric. So that's what I've just stitched it on. I had quite a few of those and I've just stitched it on that. I used DMC 740, which is a nice orange, because the original plan was to stitch it and then put it on the meningitis now stools that we do. But once I finished it and Dara helped me frame it, I just fell in love. And Daryl really liked it as well, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, no, he was just like, oh, where are you going to hang that? And I was like, oh, I was going to put it on the stool. And he was just, oh, okay then. Like, he seemed a little bit disappointed. So I was like, oh, okay, no, I do really like it, so I'm going to keep it. Keep it now. So hence why I did it in the orange, but I do really like orange. So that's, this frame came double mounted and I got it from Sainsbury's. I think it was about £4, but I really like, it's a really nice frame, so got that. So new start and a finish and an FFO. The only one that I FFO'd, so don't get your hopes up to see it. It's not. So that was that. The next challenge, stitch challenge, I think was, this is the project that I started that I really, really, really love, and I've wanted it for ages, and I finally got it, and I don't actually have it here. I've searched everywhere and I can't find it, so I must have taken it back to mine, or I didn't bring it when I came round. So I can't show you my progress on it, but I can show you the chart picture. It was shh, sorry, Circus, work on a Circus Stitches design, and bonus if it was on a hand-dyed fabric by KLT or Jodrey. So I started, I think it's called Hobbit Meals, which instantly you know it's a Hobbit / Lord of the Rings themed chart, and of course I can't find it. And I stitched it on a Jodrey piece of fabric. I think it's called Lilac. It's just taking forever to load. So we'll wait until that loads. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, it's called Hobbit Meals. So it obviously, if you've ever seen The Lord of the Rings, the hobbits have obviously more than 3 meals a day. They have breakfast, second breakfast, luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper. Sure, that's them. So it's all of those in a chart form, and I've been wanting it for ages, and it was just another excuse. So that is another new start. So don't have that with me, otherwise I would be showing you, and it's just not loading on the iPad because it's stupid. It's just not loading. But I didn't really get much done. I think I got the B and the R on breakfast started, and that's about it. So I will find it for next time. Next new start was for the weekend, for the 3rd weekend challenge, which was stitch on a Halloween themed chart. Bonus if it was a KLT or Jodrey chart, and a second bonus if it was on hand-dyed fabric. I didn't read that right. I just read Halloween chart, KLT or Jodrey. So I started this chart on normal plain Ada. Then the group chat was like, oh, I only have this one piece of hand-dyed fabric left, and I was just like, why are you doing it on hand-dyed? Didn't say anything about hand-dyed. Wait, did I misread that? So I go back to the post, and yeah, I misread that. Thankfully, I'd only done about 50 stitches on this piece of fabric, so I wasn't fussed. I was like, put that down, right, start again. So I worked on Skeleton Ollie from KLT Charting, and this is on hand dyed fabric by Kim, KLT Charting, 16 count, and it's called Hermes Message. And I don't have a picture of the chart, but you won't need it because this one I actually finished. I didn't finish it that weekend. I finished it the following week for another challenge because you had to, there was a bonus challenge that you got to finish. So finish a project that you worked on during the month. So this is, so I'll first show you, this is the fabric, or half of the fabric that he's on. It's a nice orange and greeny and yellow. And this chart is obviously KLT, but this was it's a exclusive to the people that brought the Halloween countdown from Kim, and it won't go on sale for I think 6 months or a year. So at the moment it's not available, but it will become available at some point. And this is Skeleton Ollie. Look at how amazing he is. I just love him so much. Absolutely love him. I don't know how I'm going to finish him, but I just love him so much. I really want to redo him and stitch his bones in glow-in-the-dark thread. I think that would look amazing. So yeah, for that challenge I did all of his bones, I did all of his eyes, his little nose, and I did most of the black. I think I only had about a quarter of him down here of the black not done, and the branch that he's sitting on that I didn't do in that weekend, but I got most of him done that weekend. So over the next couple of days I managed to finish off the black, and then the bonus challenge came up that you had to get a finish, something that you started during, or not started, but something that you worked on during the month. So the only thing that I had left to do was this bottom branch, so I did that, but that was the first day that I was actually off sick. So I did, first of all I did that little green bit down here, and then I had to sleep for 2 hours because I was so knackered. And then I did the green coming over here, and again had to put it down for a couple of hours. It took me all day, part of the next day, to get him done, just to do that tiny little branch, which is what, about 250 stitches. It took me, yeah, about 24 hours to do, because I was just knocked for 6 with that cold. So, but I think he looks amazing, and especially on this fabric. It's a perfect Halloween fabric for a Halloween owl. So he is done. I don't know how I'm going to finish him. I was thinking possibly trying to do a flat fold, but saying that, I'll probably chicken out and just frame him, get him out each year at Halloween. So my hair is just annoying me so much. Right, this chart is not loading, so I can't show you, but I will link it in the box below so you can go have a look at it. One thing that I will change is, it says At the bottom it says supper and then dinner, and I'm pretty sure it's dinner then supper or something like that. So I'm going to swap those two words round. So, almost done with my new starts. Almost. So, mentioned earlier that we did a challenge for Team Jodri, and Jodri did a challenge for us. After the weekend challenge, it was then reversed, so we got our own challenge, which was obviously the 200 stitches on a penguin chart, bonus on hand-dyed fabric, and they got the 400 back stitches on a flower chart. So didn't have to be a KLT or Jodri chart, it just had to be on hand-dyed fabric for the penguin, bonus on hand-dyed fabric. So I chose, because I was thinking about restarting Presley on hand-dyed fabric, but I decided not to, so I started doing this penguin bookmark or card. I started doing that, and I found a piece, an off-cut piece of, I think this is Darkness Comes from KLT, from Kim, and that's the start of the penguin at the top. I reached the 200 stitches and went, yeah, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore. So that's the start of him up here. I thought it was quite nice because it's quite Christmassy. This is in issue 337 of Cross Stitcher, which is November 2018. And it's designed by Doreen Jones, I think. Doreen Jones. If I can find it again, there we go. Yeah. Doreen Jones. Each one stitch time 13 hours each, so I don't know whether or not I will actually finish it or not, or just throw away. I don't know. Probably put it in a drawer somewhere and then 3 years down the line pull it out and go, what the hell was that? So that was that. The next was a last weekend challenge, which was a big one. Like the first weekend challenge, there was between you had to stitch a certain amount of stitches, because the first time we smashed it, both teams smashed it, we did over 20,000 stitches. They redid that, but instead of doing 10,000, the challenge was 20,000 stitches between the group. So our team, both teams did amazing, but we really wanted to win this month, so we pushed it out of the bag. Really, Team KLT really did amazing. That weekend, between us all, we managed 33 or 34,000 stitches. Team Jodri did amazingly well as well. They did 30,000 stitches. So between us, in that weekend, we did over 60,000 stitches. It's just unbelievable what we'd do for a challenge. So I worked on the chicken sow because I really wanted to get that one done. Because in the final week there was a new start, a designated new start, and that one I'd planned to start the pumpkin sale from KLT, so I decided that I didn't want 2 sales on at the same time. I didn't want the pumpkin sale and the chicken sale going on at the same time, so I tried and got most of the chicken sale done. That weekend, I think I managed about 2,500 stitches. That weekend, it would have been more, but Saturday we had a KLT meetup, so I was over Fratton for a few hours with Nat and Kim. Then Sunday, me and Dara went over Southampton and we did a huge Christmas shop. So, just trying to find, there we go. So, at the start of the weekend, that's the brightness. I can't get the brightness down. Can you see that? There we go. That is what the chicken sales looked like at the start of the weekend. So I'd done all the outlines, but none of the infill. At the end of the weekend, that is what it looked like. Oh my god, horrible glare. That is what it looked like. So I managed to do 5 and a bit chickens just completed. And I really wanted to work and finish that cockerel in the middle. I just didn't have time. If we didn't go shopping and that, then I would have finished him, but wasn't meant to be. But still, we managed a lot that weekend. In case you wanted to, oh, I can't see. We went to Build-A-Bear because we're giant children, and we brought 3 Pokemon Build-A-Bears. They are for us because we are children. There's my baby. There's me and my baby. And yes, we brought a Snorlax, a Snubbull, and a Psyduck because we are children and we wanted them. But, oh, angry alert. I got an email like 2 or 3 days ago, considering we've brought Snorlax, Snubbull and Psyduck like a week and a bit ago, 2 weeks ago. We said at the time that we wish Snorlax was bigger because he is a big Pokemon, but obviously, if that's the only one they got. Yeah, I got an email from Build-A-Bear last week. No, 3 days ago. They're now doing a jumbo Snorlax. It's like 60 centimetres tall. So what's that? A little bit infuriated. Because if I knew that was coming, we wouldn't have got that Snorlax. We would have got the jumbo Snorlax. And but now that we've got one Snorlax, it's pointless buying the other Yeah. So, angry because I really, really want that jumbo Snorlax. It'll be just so cute and cuddly. But, oh well. I've learned that if you don't buy it there and then, when you see something that you want, You have to buy it there and then because you don't know whether or not it's going to last. So we brought Snorlax because we wanted him, and we don't regret buying him at all because we love Snorlax. And I love my Snubble and I love my Psyduck. We were going to collect them all, but there is a couple that we don't want. So we don't have the Pikachu, we don't have the new Pichu that's been released, and we don't have the Piplup that's been released. But we have all the rest. We have the Vulpix, we have the Eevee, we have the Bulbasaur, the Charmander, the Squirtle. I think that's it. And obviously the three new ones. Anyway, tangent off. So, almost finished the chicken sow that weekend. Didn't quite finish it. Then we had the new start of the Team KLT or Team Jodri, not Team, new start had to be KLT or Jodri chart, and bonus if it was on hand-dyed fabric. So I started the pumpkin sow. There is no picture of it that I can give you. Part 6 has just been released and I haven't even finished part 1. So I started this. It is on 18 count Smoky Rose by KLT, and it is a sparkly Ada. So that's as far as I got. You can see the outline of where the face is gonna go. Obviously there, and there's the mouth. There we go, you can see the sparkle. And, oh yeah, there was also a bonus if it was with non-standard DMC threads, so metallics, the French star threads. Again, because I had these on hand, I am using the same ones that I'm working on to rule them all, which was the French star, the C725. So that is part 1, half done. Not even half done. This border isn't complete either. There is supposed to be some little green bits in the middle there, so I've got to go around and start and fill that in. So I'm going to do part 1, part 2, and part 3 is supposed to be over here. Part 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what I'm going to do is, instead of keep moving it along, I'm going to do part 1, part 2, part 5, part 6. No, part 4, part 5. Then move the frame over so I can do 3 and 6, and then move it down and do the last 3. So that was my pumpkin sow new start. And my final new start, so how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8 new starts in October. And I'm supposed to be working on Maleficent. At this rate, she's not going to get done. I know she's definitely not going to get done by the end of the year, which was my original plan. But now I don't even think she's going to be ready for a retreat finish. I really don't think so. I'm still going to try, I'm not going to give up. I'm still going to try and see if I can get as much done as I can before Christmas. I do have a week off over Christmas. So hopefully I can get quite a bit of stitching done then. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, I do have one other finish. As you saw in the picture, actually, there's me going, oh no, I can't show you what I did on that's as far as I got on the Hobbit chart. I was trying to be organised in this and it didn't work, did it? There we go. No, that's not it. There we go. There we go. That is Hobbit Meals from Circus Stitches that I've started. So I've done the B, the R, and I've started the E. And at the bottom you can see it says supper and dinner. I think it's actually dinner then supper, so I'm going to swap those two round. So, anyway, yes, new finish, new stuff, no, finish. My finish, my other finish that I got, which is not an FFO, it's just a finish. I'm so glad this one has finished, because I don't have 2 sows on the go anymore. It is my chicken sow, is finished. There we go. All done, all done. So I managed to just finish the cockerel off. I just love all of the all the thread is DMC. I think it's all either variegated or the colorist. And oh, I just love the thread for the cockerel. I just love how he's come out on that one. The cream on the bottom two don't really show up on the fabric, but I'm not changing it, mostly because I didn't pick the fabric, the thread choice. I chose the border thread, and the outline of the chicken is just a standard, what was charted. But the pattern thread, I laid it out on the bed, and once I'd done an outline of the chicken, whatever it was, so this one was the egg and the chicken, I got Daryl to pick the thread to go in it, so I'm not changing it because he picked it. And I think he's done really well with that. I think they're all variegated except for this one, which is a colorist. Yeah, absolutely love that. I was thinking about putting it up on a canvas, but I don't know. At the moment, I'm just happy that it's done, finished. I think that's going to be my last finish for 2019. So, I don't think I'm going to get any more done. So, my only other project that I need to show you is my Heaven and Earth Maleficent. That will look like this when finished. And I've got a page finish, which means I've got a row finish, which means I'm on the final full set of rows, and then it's just partials at the bottom. And this is what she looks like. As you can see, I've started going down, but yeah, no, there she is. That's what she looks like at the moment. Oh, I'm so happy that I've got the second row done. and you can see more of her. Yeah. I've taken her off the frame to show you. I'm going to put her back on the frame and that is it. I am not taking her off the frame again until she is done. And that's all my projects that I've worked on. And it's only taken me an hour and 10 minutes to go through them all. Yeah, long one, sorry guys. If you're still watching this, thanks. I do have a little bit of haul, so I'm just gonna whip through that quite quickly so you don't get bored with it. So I brought this new chart from KLT. It's good. It's called Good Causes Ollie, and she's made that and she's designed it for us, for meningitis now, which is why it says MN on it, but it's good causes. So she's also included a alphabet in here, so you can change the letters on his jumper to anything you want to do. So I will be stitching this and he will be going up on sale to make money for Meningitis Now, and 50% of all proceeds of this chart goes to Meningitis Now. So we're raising money for both chart sales and for when he's finished. So, which is amazing. We didn't ask her to, she's offered, and it's absolutely amazing. We love the fact that she's done that. And he's so cute, look at him. So I'm really looking forward to starting him. I've planned my next big project after Maleficent. I've been thinking about it for a while and I've been changing what I wanted to do. And me and Dara are still obsessed with Dominic the Donkey, and I found this chart. It's called Christmas Donkey. It's from the Cross Stitch Studio. Look at it. It's actually this one is actually a girl, but I'm renaming him. I'm renaming her. Her name is now Dominic. Okay, I will be starting to kit it up and starting him soon. He is a lot bigger than Maleficent. He is he's got 56 pages on him. Maleficent is 237 by 316, and Christmas Donkey is 429 by 649, so he's actually like double the size of Maleficent. So I think I'm gonna do him 1/1 on 28 count. So we'll see how that goes, because I've worked it out, different measurements on how big he's gonna be. If I do him on 18 count, just the stitched area will be 24 by 36 inches. So he's going to be huge if I do it on an 18 count. So at least if I do it on 28 count, 1/1, it will be 16 by 23, which is still quite big, but not as big. It'll be the first time doing 1/1 on 28 count. I seem to be managing 1/1 on 25 count, so we'll wait and see. I am gonna try and see if I can do like maybe a Christmas card or a Christmas decoration. 1/1, 28 count, so Christmas Donkey will not be my first ever project on it. It'll be my first big one. Then you've probably seen these before. I thought I'd give them a go, and they are the bobbin peels. I use them on Maleficent and they just keep the fabric out of the way. They're pretty decent, I quite like them. So, I've actually got one on Presley at the moment. Down here, just keeping the excess fabric out of the way. Went to the charity shop, got some quick Christmas cards. Thread. Another thread organizer. Lavender and lace. Fairy Dreams. Now I'm pretty sure after I got this one home, I went, actually, I might already have this one that I again found in the charity shop. So I'm going to have to check when I get home to see if I've got 2 of these. That was all I got in the charity shop. Then my monthly threads from my stash club. My 6x6 Ada from my mini club. September's limited edition from KLT Charting called Cabin Fever. I'm not going to take out the plastic because that's actually quite true to colour. The pinks and the brown. 18 count Ada. Then my monthly fabric from Jodrey. October's limited edition was called Wicked Witch. This is the bag that the lilac came in, which I started on the Hobbit Meals, which I don't have with me. I brought a scissor keep, because I'm constantly losing my scissors, so at least if I got that, I can't lose it. I will guarantee that I will lose it. And then my monthly threads, and I brought some extra ones. So they were going to be a Christmas present, not present, but they were going to go in the Advent exchange for one of the groups that I'm in. I completely forgot that I brought them until I was preparing for this video, and I went, oh yeah, I sent that last week, so oops. And that's it. There's not going to be a lot of haul going forward, just my monthly club packs, mostly because, as I said earlier, I spent way too much money on shoes. And I will now show them to you. If you're not interested, then thank you for watching. If you've got this far, thank you so much. Hopefully it won't be another 2 months before I do another video. And I'll see you then. So, shoes. I brought 3 pairs. I've only got 2 pairs with me at the moment. So the next time I do a video, I will show you the 3rd pair that I got. But these 2 are the better ones, the more exciting shoes. So, the reason we went to Brighton was because they'd released their Halloween shoes, and they had some amazing, because I love skulls and things like that, they had amazing skull heels that light up when you walk. Tried them on, they were just too wide for me. I have quite narrow feet, so tried them on, they just didn't suit my feet. So I tried some different ones on, and I got these. They have skeletons on the front. Look how cool they are. And he's posable. He moves, so you can move him. Yeah. How cool is that? And that's not even the best part. These one fit because I much prefer the ones with the buckles because that's narrow feet. That, so you may be able to. What's that rattling sound? So they have flowers at the front and the side and the back, and then right at the back they have a skeleton hand. How cool! And it rattles. So yeah, I have skeleton hands when I walk. So there's the back, there's the front. They're quite girly, you know, flowers and glitter. Yeah. I need to push the sole protectors on better, but that's what the soles look like. So that's pair 1. Pair 2, I think, are my favourite, all-time favourites. I don't do pink, I'm not a pink person. But I've really wanted some character heels for a long time, and I do have a couple of pairs. I have a couple of Minnie Mouse ones and a Star Wars pair, but they don't get worn. Mostly the Star Wars ones are my wedding shoes, and the Minnie Mouse ones, the nose falls off, so I don't like wearing them. So I wanted some character heels that I can actually wear, that I'm not going to worry that I'm going to like break a bit off or something like that. So I tried on all the character heels that I had in stock. I didn't really like them, and then I tried these on just for, you know, just cause, and I just put them on and went, oh my god, they were so comfortable, and I couldn't take them off. I was like, yeah, no, these ones are gonna actually come with me. So I don't do pink, I don't do rainbows, but and they have unicorns on, oh, as the heel. How amazing is that? They're actual unicorns. And look, it's a castle. The shoes are a castle, and it's got rainbows, and it's got like stars and love hearts, and I'm not girly at all, but I love these shoes. Absolutely love them. Absolutely love them so much. And they are so comfortable. They are so comfortable. I wasn't expecting them to be comfortable, but they so are. And oh, yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe I brought these shoes. Really can't, but I'm so glad that I did. Because they're so amazing. It's just so pretty. And I don't do pink, I don't do girly, I don't do that, but I just saw them and I fell in love with them. As soon as I put them on the feet, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to get these. So I'm now on a shoe buying ban, and because obviously spent loads of money on shoes, can't really afford cross stitch stuff, so especially not on top of Christmas. So, which is fine because I have so many projects that I actually need to do, because I had so I had 7, 8 new starts, so I have a lot to finish. I really need to get on with Maleficent. So, well, I think that's me. I've waffled on for almost an hour and a half now, so I think that's me done. So thank you very much for watching me waffle on about my stuff, and for watching me rave about shoes and Snorlaxes. Hopefully it won't be another 2 months before I come back to you. I'm hoping I can do one in probably a month or so. It may be about 6 weeks actually. it might be between Christmas and New Year when I actually have some time off. So I hope, if I don't see you before, that you all have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it, or whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a lovely time. And I wish you all happiness, and that you all stay well. Good health. Thank you for watching. If you liked me waffle, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!